straight to your door. You step outside, take a ride with me. Sunday afternoon, the weather's fine, nowhere to be. Sometimes you get a feeling deep inside you can't describe what it means, but there's someone who's always on your mind. Without them you can't breathe. Sunday driving, clear blue sky, and just where I need to be. Country riding, side by side, and where you are I wanna be. Lay me down in a sea of blankets, honey, rock me any way you please. Come a little closer, hand on my thigh, stealing kisses at every stop sign, and the passers-by blow their horns. They don't know love's a lie. Sunday driving, clear blue sky, and just where I need to be. Country riding, side by side, and where you are I wanna be. Lay me down in a sea of blankets, honey, rock me any way you please. Lay me down in a sea of blankets, honey, rock me to sleep. Wake up in the morning, straight to your door. You step outside, nowhere to be. Sunday afternoon, the weather's fine. Take a ride with me.
Hello, this is Michael Smith.
And my name is Leah Calvert. Welcome to the first installment of About a Song.
So you may be asking yourself, what is this About a Song thing? About a Song is going to be a 12-part series where we are launching our new project. And we'll also be introducing 12 songs we've written.
We've spent the better part of the last 2 years writing a lot of material. And quarantine has certainly helped that situation out.
Yeah, so for a little history, Leah and I have been playing music together for 15 years. We play in a bluegrass band called the Dappled Grays and have recorded albums. Done a lot of stuff through that. The last album we put out was about 6 years ago, and the band just hasn't done that much since then, mostly because just life happens. And in a bluegrass band, there's 5 of us. Everyone is unbelievably important. If one person's not there, it doesn't really work. And so yeah, we weren't able to kind of do that much with the band in the last few years. Now, in the interim, Leah put out a killer solo record called Satellite, which if you haven't heard, you should go check it out. It's on Spotify and all those types of places. But about 2 years ago, she came up for air from that and was looking to do some more writing. That happened to coincide when the other band I was playing with, Whiskey Gentry, folded. The husband and wife team who run that band decided to move to Nashville and play under her name, Lauren Morrow, which they're doing great stuff. Check that out too. But I had a lot of time creatively. We started throwing songs back and forth, and slowly we just started writing some new music.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of fun. A big part of it is that, you know, we've sort of bubbled. Our families have, our children are growing up together, and because of quarantine, we're looking for this creative outlet, and we sort of been able to find that through each other.
Yeah, and so with quarantine, we all of a sudden had all this time, and we just, you know, a lot of new music. This whole thing just really kind of snowballed, and more music happened. And then I wasn't thinking this. I don't think you were either. I don't think either of us were really thinking that this was necessarily going to be a new project. I think we both were thinking, let's just write new music. And then we turned around and we had all this new material and wanted to do it. And then you're in the middle of a pandemic, and how do you release a new something? How do you do a new project? And that's when this idea of doing a podcast or a video cast came out. Let's put one of these out a week. Let's focus on one of these songs. And obviously we'll talk about the song, but one of the big things that's interested us during this process is the process of songwriting. And so we thought, well, why don't we spend a little bit of time talking about that as well?
Yeah. I think so. For this first song is it's called Sunday Drivin, and it's a tune that Michael primarily wrote. And that's kind of typically how we work as a team. One of us writes most of it, and then the other comes in and sort of, you know, takes it past the finish line.
Yeah, that's right. One person usually does. It's very rarely 50-50. One person does 60, 70, 80% of the song, and then the other person comes in and kind of finishes it off and makes it better than it would have been. So the way this song started was an interesting one. I was working on another song. There was a song that had been around for like 12 years that I've never been able to finish. And finally, about a month and a half ago, I made some headway on it. I sent it to Lee, and she liked it. And she had an idea for a bridge and sent it to me. And I was trying to work that up. And out of nowhere, I played a chord that I didn't even mean to play, which is this. It's just this like pretty open, airy chord.
Majory chord.
Majory chord. I was like, man, that's kind of cool sounding. And I started playing around with a pattern, all this kind of stuff, and then the idea came to my mind of woke up in the morning, because it's just like that's what that feels like to me, and all of a sudden I had an idea for a song. And that's how ideas happen a lot of times. It's a single idea that something just kind of often just comes to your mind and you don't know where it came from. And this was a situation where just not happens like this often, that, you know, 10 minutes later I had written probably 60 or 70% of the song. And then I sent it to Leah, and she really did a lot of finishing work on it and made it better. I'm a kind of a practical writer. I write pretty simply. A lot of the words I write are kind of to the point. Leah is very artistic in how she writes and has there's a poetic sense to what she does, and those two things kind of meld together nicely. We kind of round each other out in those ways, and that happened on this song.
Yeah, absolutely.